started ritual that is given the status of a God-given talent. When I make my beer, I first soak the sorghum in water for a day or so to soften it. The soaked sorghum is kept moist with water in the warmth of my cooking hut for 2 or 3 days until it sprouts. Thereafter, I dry the sprouting sorghum on the mats outside my hut for 2 or 3 days until it is ready to be ground. This now makes perfect ground malt for my beer. Producing the correct grind for every dish is very important in my culture, and a serious reprimand from a mother to a daughter is, "You grind carelessly." I stir the unmalted ground sorghum over the fire until it boils. I then add it to the ground malted sorghum, together with a scoop or 2 of my previous brew, to ensure a quick yet thorough fermentation. I then put my brew in the umsamo at the back of my hut for my ancestors to kiss and sip it for 2 or 3 days. I never strain my beer in the eyes of the sun. My mother told me never to let the sun rays see my beer sieve in action. Even my spouse suspects me for using togoloshi in the night to strain my beer for me. According to our custom, no one comes to our home and leaves without being offered a welcoming ukamba. My mother used to say to me, "You can judge the humanity and hospitality of a woman by the size of her home sorghum granary." The beer is spilt so that the ancestors may also enjoy a drink. Just heard Baban Kiza tell my husband how lucky he was to marry me. He reckons he could live on my brew alone if he was my husband. These men, it always has to be the brew. Always. I still have to see men sitting around with no beer around. When the beer is finished and the men have really enjoyed it, they signal for more by turning over the lid. This, for me, is a great compliment.